Okay. What's your name and your relation to me?
My name is Sue Manos, and I am Maggie Manos' mom.
Okay. I don't remember my questions. And how old are you?
I am 50 years old. I will be 51 in October.
I thought you were already 51.
No, I'm 50.
Okay. And where were you born?
I was born in Brenham, Texas.
And how long did you live in Texas?
I have lived off and on in Texas all my life. So out of 50 years, I would probably say I've lived in Texas 40.
Okay, so my sisters were both born in California, and I was born in Nevada. So what is the difference in traditions between the different states? What was it like raising us in different states?
Well,
Like the atmosphere of the different places.
I didn't stay in California long. Kristen was born in Sacramento, and then from Sacramento, I went to Angels Camp when she was a baby, so it was small, family. And then Carolyn was born in San Andreas, which is just a few miles from Angels Camp.
I didn't know.
So they were both till Kristen was about 5. Then I moved to Nevada, went to school there. Then Maggie was born in Carson City. And Carson got real dirty. A lot of the people, it's such a transient city.
So it's not somewhere you wanted to raise your family?
Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't want to raise the girls there, so I moved back to Montgomery, well, actually Dobbin, and that's where they lived, where they went to school, same place I went to school.
Which is Montgomery High School and all those schools.
Yep, we all graduated from the same high school. As a matter of fact, when I moved back to Texas with the 3 girls, we moved into a house in Dobbin that I lived in when I was in elementary school.
Okay. So, both of your parents were born and lived in Texas.
Yeah, they were both from Navasota. That's where they met.
How old were you when your dad passed away?
I was 6.
Do you remember any maybe family traditions or any memories with your dad?
The one memory that I really have of my dad, we lived in Houston. We went to the laundromat, and I was probably about 4 or 5 years old, and next to the laundromat was a little bitty convenience store, and they had the cutest little ballerina doll, and I had a fit. I came unglued. I wanted this little doll. So my daddy bought me this little bitty doll. My mother was not happy. But then again, I was extremely spoiled. I was the very first grandbaby in that side of the family.
So you were spoiled and all.
I was extremely spoiled. I still am.
Okay, and what about with your mom?
My fondest memory of my mom? Oh, there's just too many. I can't really narrow that down to my fondest.
Okay, were there any traditions that you shared with your mom? Something that y'all always would do?
Every Christmas, the Christmas tree goes up on December the 5th every year at everybody's house because that's my mother's birthday. Thanksgiving, we have turkey. We have rice and broccoli casserole. We have sweet potatoes with marshmallows on it. And for Maggie, now, we have stuffing. Every year, every house, including my brothers, I have 5 of them. 1 is deceased.
She's the oldest.
And we all have the same Thanksgiving dinner. And we all do our Christmas trees on the same day.
Which is my grandma's birthday, is why we would do it on the 5th. And, let's see. So do you have any, so you don't have any traditions that, from your dad's side though?
No, my dad passed when I was about 6 years old, so there's not a lot of things I remember. And I was never really close to the Manyo side of the family, even though that is starting to change because we are getting to know them more than more. And they have a lot of the basic Mexican traditions.
What about their family reunions? Because I remember going to a few of the family reunions when I was younger.
We went to a few, not very many.
What were the family reunions like?
A lot of happy people, a lot of happy food, a lot of just, you feel very loved, very loved.
Okay, so if things were different with your dad, then we probably would have been close with that side of the family as well.
If my dad wouldn't have passed so early, yeah, the girls would know everybody on the Manyo side and everybody else they're related to.
And how long after he passed did y'all move? And where did y'all move to?
After he passed, it wasn't that long. We ended up moving to California, and we were there. I spent a lot of years in California.
And how did you like it compared to living in Texas?
I liked the big city. When I was growing up, I liked the country because it was just more relaxed. But when it came to raising my children, my girls, Maggie, Kristen, Carolyn, I preferred to have them in the country atmosphere where it wasn't so busy, wasn't so, everything was going 100 miles an hour. It was more relaxing and better for them, in my opinion.
Okay, and how many grandkids do you have?
5, 6, 7. Wait, all of them? Including Rodney's? Or just? Okay, I have 7. I have 5 granddaughters, a step-granddaughter, and a step-grandson. All under the age of 14.
And, is there anything once they get older that you want to pass on to them, like any traditions or anything that you're going to want to teach them, that something maybe that you cherished?
The December the 5th, definitely. I want all of them to keep that tradition going. Definitely the Thanksgiving. And basically, and they all have to listen to certain songs and dance around the house. I did it, my mom did it, my grandmother did it, all of my girls do it, and there's just certain songs that just don't go away.
I was waiting for you to add music to the mix because I know that's always been a huge part, even though none of us can sing worth of anything.
Yeah, gotta do the music thing, gotta do the dance. Yeah, dance around the house. And the main thing is they all need to remember no matter how much they fight amongst each other, that they still got each other's backs and they always be there no matter what's going on for each other.
Well, thanks for giving me this interview, Mom.
Oh, and one more thing. Maggie's my baby. I love her.
And tell them I'm your favorite.
And she's my favorite baby.
And I have it on record. Okay.